Hey everyone, I'm Liz and welcome to the Milk and Honey YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make one of these fabric key fobs or keychains. This makes for a great gift and it is scrap friendly and beginner friendly. The sizing I'm going to show you today will fit the 55mm hardware. If yours is a different size, you are going to need to adjust the measurement slightly. I'm also going to show you how to attach the hardware on. So if you would like to make one for yourself, you can check the description for all of the cutting guides, or if you prefer to follow along in a written pattern, I will have the written instructions available on my Etsy. So let's get started. For our exterior fabric, we're going to need one piece that measures 14 inches long by 4 inches wide. And we're going to need one tiny little strip of batting, and this is why this is such a great scrap-friendly project. I save all the ends of the batting from my quilts, and this is how I use it all up. So you're going to cut a piece that measures just scant of 8 inch by 14. And finally, you're going to need your hardware. So this again is the 55mm or the 1 inch hardware with the ring. And to attach this, you're also going to need a pair of pliers. So the set that I got came with the pliers and the hardware. I will make sure to link it all below for you guys if you want to get a set for yourself. So we're going to do a little bit of ironing. So I just pulled out my wool mat. So we're going to take our fabric exterior piece and we're going to fold it in half so that the wrong sides are facing each other. I'm just going to take my iron and iron that in place. Just like that. Going to open it up and take the long edge and fold it inward toward the crease that we just made. I'm going to take my iron again and press it into place. And I'll flip it over so it's a little easier to get to this side. And we're going to do the same thing, bringing the long edge inward to that center crease. We're just going to iron it down like this. Then we're going to fold it one last time. And I just like to give it one last good press. And I find this helps a lot when I'm doing my stitching. All right. So now we're going to open it up, and depending on the type of fabric you're using, I just like to look at both sides and pick which one I want to be the outside, because it will be like this. So one side will be on the inside and one will be on the outside. I kind of like this side a little more, so I'm going to open that side up and take my piece of batting and place it on the second panel, just like this, and then we're going to fold it over and then fold it over again. I like to stitch on the top where the batting is closest to. So if you can kind of see the cross section here, there's no batting in this area, but there is here. So I like to stitch on top of this side. So I'm just going to take a couple quilting clips to keep it in place. And then I'm going to take it to the machine. I really like the look of the double stitching. So first I stitch about 1/2 inch away, and then I go in and I do the edge stitch after. And I like to use a 2.5 stitch length. So I'm going to take this to my sewing machine and I'm going to sew those 2 stitches. So now that our piece is sewn, I'm just going to trim the excess fabric from the batting, like that. And then I'm going to take it and fold it in half so that the top stitching that we just did is on the outside. We're going to sew very close to the edge to keep this in place. So now that our handle is all ready to go, we can move on to attaching the hardware. So we're going to take our pliers and our piece of hardware. And for this part, I just like to remove the split ring because I find it a lot easier to attach it without this on. So we're going to take our fabric piece and kind of pick which side we want to be the front. And I think I kind of like this side more, so I want it to be on the front. So I'm just going to make sure that this fabric kind of catches underneath these teeth and that everything looks straight. I'm going to take my pliers and just put it into here. Put my piece of hardware in the pliers. And I said I wanted this side to be the front, so I want that on the flat side. And I'm just going to gently squeeze it just a little bit. I don't want to fully do it yet because I just want to make sure everything lines up straight. And you know, if you're worried about this piece falling off, you can add a little bit of glue to the inside and you shouldn't have any issues with it going anywhere. So we're just going to make sure this is all good to go. We're just going to squeeze really hard. So make sure that it is straight still. It's hard for me to tell because I used fabric with lines. So once you know that it is all lined up, you're going to take your pliers and you're going to squeeze really hard. Just like that. And that's it. It is that easy to put it on. If you have like a little thread, like I do, just snip it off, and then you can put your split ring back on. And just like that, now you have your very own fabric key fob. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. I love to provide free sewing content to everyone. If you want to support my channel, the best way to do that is to subscribe. If there's a project you'd like me to try out next, please make sure to leave it in the comments and I'll take a look at them. Happy sewing!